Welcome to the It Factor. We're Jemmy and I, exploring a new blog post by Mr. Len Kaplan, CEO of CDML and MSP in Queens, NY, offering network management, VoIP and UCAS, cybersecurity, compliance, IaaS, cloud, and Microsoft 365 and Azure.
That's right. And if you're a small business owner or manage IT for a growing organization, this deep dive is definitely for you. Stay tuned.
Today, we're looking at why CDML says system patching, upgrading old tech, and continuous monitoring aren't just nice-to-haves, but absolute musts for your business's security.
Yeah, they're really fundamental.
And think of the Volt Typhoon exploit. That was a real wake-up call, wasn't it? Showing how attackers can use well-known weaknesses in outdated systems to sneak into networks.
Exactly. Volt Typhoon really hammered home that attackers often go for the, let's say, the easiest entry point.
So our goal here is to give you, the small business owner, some clear, actionable reasons why these three things, patching, upgrading, monitoring, are just essential to protect everything you've built.
Right. Let's start with patching. Those unpatched systems are basically low-hanging fruit for attackers.
Like leaving a door unlocked.
Pretty much. When software companies release updates, they're often fixing security holes. Real flaws that cyber criminals are actively looking for ways to exploit.
So ignoring those updates, it's risky.
Very. It's like leaving that window wide open after, there's a burglar casing the neighborhood. CDML's point about patching is all about closing those known vulnerabilities before someone, lets themselves in.
Okay, so patching known holes, keeping software up to date, that's the first critical piece. Makes sense. Now, what about older gear? The computers, the servers, lots of small businesses still rely on them.
Mm-hmm.
The blog post really emphasizes upgrading. Why is that so important, even if the old stuff seems to be working okay?
Well, here's the thing that's really critical to grasp. Manufacturers, they eventually stop providing security updates for older equipment. It's called end of life.
Ah, right, end of life.
So even if you are patching everything else diligently, if the maker no longer supports that specific device, any new security weaknesses found will just stay there. They never get fixed.
Okay, so it becomes a permanent weak spot.
Permanent open door, essentially. And beyond that, older systems often just aren't compatible with the latest security software. You can't layer on modern protections.
So it's kind of a double whammy then. No fixes from the maker, and you can't add new defenses.
Exactly. It's like trying to run, I don't know, a brand new security app on a 10-year-old phone.
Yeah, it just won't work right.
Mm-hmm.
You miss out on the features, and in this case, the protection.
Precisely. And the blog post also mentions performance and reliability issues.
It does. How does that connect to security for a small business? Seems more like a productivity thing.
Well, think about it. If your systems are constantly crashing or just super slow, your IT people, or maybe even you as the owner, you end up spending way more time just firefighting, just keeping things running.
Instead of focusing on proactive security.
Exactly. Plus, downtime itself hurts the business, obviously. And older hardware, it's just more likely to fail, which could mean data loss if your backups aren't absolutely solid.
Which is another security issue in itself.
Right. So investing in newer, more reliable gear isn't just about speed. It actually helps create a more stable and ultimately a more secure environment.
Okay, that connects the dots. So we've got patching for known holes, upgrading to avoid unsupported tech, and compatibility problems.
Mm-hmm.
The third thing CDML highlights is continuous system monitoring.
Mm-hmm.
What does that actually look like for a small business, and why is it so crucial?
Continuous monitoring is basically like having an always-on radar for your network. It's about constantly checking for anything unusual, any potential threats.
So is it looking for trouble signs?
Yes, exactly. It lets you detect problems early on. Maybe it's a cyber attack just starting, or maybe it's just a server showing signs it's about to fail.
And finding it early is key.
Absolutely. The sooner you spot an issue, the faster you can react, minimize the damage, minimize the disruption. It's really about being proactive, not just, cleaning up a mess after something bad has already happened.
Okay, so let's recap for the small business owner listening. Keeping software patched closes those known entry points, like the ones Volt Typhoon used.
Right.
Upgrading older tech ensures you keep getting security updates and can actually use modern security tools.
Crucial.
And continuous monitoring is like your early warning system, catching problems fast, helping you stay secure, and maybe even meet compliance rules.
You've got it. Those three things, patching, upgrading, and monitoring, they aren't really separate tasks. They all work together to build up a strong security defense for your business.
Makes sense if you neglect one.
You create a weakness, a vulnerability that someone somewhere will likely try to exploit. Thinking about this proactively, it's really an investment. It protects your operations, your data, your customers,
Yeah.
your ability to grow, really.
That's a really important perspective. It's not just a cost, it's an investment in continuity. So as you're listening, maybe think about this. Which part of your IT setup might be the weakest link right now? Is it outdated? Unmonitored?
Good question to ask.
And what's maybe one small step you could take, perhaps even today, to start shoring that up? If you'd like to explore how CDML Computer Services can help you with system monitoring, patch management, and technology upgrades, you can reach them at 718-393-5343. You can email them at sales@cdml.com or visit their website at www.cdml.com.